We're streaming now. I'm going to go ahead and do a tweet. Hi everybody, this is Mark Horner, Beyond90seconds.com. Just beginning this stream, I'm going to take a moment to write up a quick tweet just to let people know that we're streaming and get the link out. My friend, my thanks to Dayron Johnson at Snowco_scanner on Twitter, who's with me today and helping to get the word out already that we are here and that we're about to do a live stream. So please just give me a moment and we'll approach the roadblock here where there's a great deal of media gathered. You know what? There's something inside that black bag, which I want, and inside of it is a little bag, and it's the battery charger, so I can run the phone key. Okay, do you mind reading your arm now? Thanks. Thanks to you tuning in to this live stream near the Oso Mudslide. This is Mark Horner. I'll be moving closer to this roadblock where there's a great deal of media gathered now, and I'll bring you some information here shortly. Battery pack to power the iPhone. Seconds.com/live. Thanks for your patience, folks. Just getting a tweet out regarding this. It always helps when I spell my website correctly. Okay, we got that done. Anything you want to do, if you need to go anywhere, by all means do. Okay, so yeah, it is. It's definitely have wind here. We'll talk about that. Plug in a cord into the iPhone and then into the backup power. For reference, looks like this is Oso Loop Rd. Pardon me? Yeah, this is Oso Loop Rd, yeah. Hi everybody, this is Mark Horner, Beyond90seconds.com. I am on the SR 530 near the Mudslide, just outside of Oso, Washington. And this is the roadblock just ahead of us, and I'm going to walk forward and take you into that area in just a moment. It's also where the media presence has gathered. This is going back to Saturday when this mudslide happened. I was up here. Initially, the roadblock was further east of here, closer to the slide area. The initial roadblock on Saturday was about 1.5 miles west of the slide toward Arlington. And then in that same day, concern mounted about what's going to happen next. Were we even safe at that point? So they moved the roadblock to Oso Loop Rd on Saturday. This was the second roadblock set up that day. So we're back at that same location. But what happened later that same Saturday, as the hours went on, they moved the roadblock even much further west to SR 530 and Jim Creek Road. And now today we're back up to Oso Loop Road. So there's just kind of this sense of, while we can't see the slide, there is that feeling of being much closer to it. And just in the distance now, just a few feet away from us, we have the media that have gathered at this roadblock. And as you might well imagine, there are more media here today than there even was yesterday and on Saturday. So let's go ahead and go toward the roadblock now, and you'll get a much closer look at what we have here. On 90seconds.com, coming to you from Oso Loop Road and SR 530, where the roadblock is set up concerning the Oso Mudslide. This is the roadblock that you come to as you travel east on SR 530 from Arlington. So obviously we have two roadblocks on this highway, one on the west side, which is this one, and another one at, well, as of last night when I was there, milepost 41 on SR 530, just west of Darrington. So today we have a much larger media presence. You're looking at satellite trucks and microwave trucks. I see a PACSAT HD truck. Typically what that suggests to me, I spent 20 years in television doing live reports as a reporter, is oftentimes that there's an out of the area news crew that comes, maybe a network reporter, for example. They're going to need satellite technology available to them. So they'll either use a local affiliate or they'll just rent a truck from a company that owns them. And I'm guessing that's what's going on with the PACSAT, is that some out-of-state news service is perhaps renting that truck that's locally provided in the Seattle area so that news crew can get its pictures and its reporter up on the bird and back to the network, and they can transmit. There are a great many cameras here today. We're seeing many more than just the Seattle area affiliates. And as I pan to my right, as we now look to SR 530 as it goes towards Darrington and the Mudslide, we certainly see the state police presence. I'm going to take a moment. With me today, this is kind of a first for me. Somebody I've followed for quite some time on Twitter is at @snowco_scanner. He listens to the scanner feeds very intensely and provides excellent information. And he is with me today. In fact, we traveled up here today. Just a moment, please.
So You're not down from Vancouver?
No, I'm not down from Vancouver.
Yeah, wait for somebody.
No, it wouldn't be no problem. Yeah. I'm being asked by someone if I see anything, and I want to let her know that we're just simply seeing a roadblock. I hope she saw my earlier tweet. Sorry, folks, I'm getting things approaching me from different directions, both electronically and in person at the moment. But yes, you're looking at the media gathered now at the near the Oso Mudslide. This is the roadblock at Oso Loop Road and 530. I'm going to step away and speak with Dayron Johnson at Snowco_scanner for just a moment, because he's busy trying to collect the latest information, as he always does, through his various means. I'll be right back. Yeah. Do you see through there okay?
Where do you want to be about where that guy is?
No, I want to be close. I just want to let me know. Dayron let me know. I can actually frame the shot for you folks. Okay, I want to be close enough to the camera so that you can hear me, since we're simply using the microphone that's on the camera. So one of the things that was interesting as we overheard some scanner conversation coming up here is a photographer on the railroad tracks, which I believe is a reference to the old railroad tracks in this area, approaching the slide area. It sounded like this communication on the scanner was coming from somebody in the air in a helicopter who was looking down and saying who appeared to be a photographer. I can't say that the person was spotted by the helicopter, but certainly a person who appeared to be a photographer was spotted, and the communication back to him almost immediately was, yes, we don't want him in here, get him out of here. So that's part of what happens when you have a catastrophic event and you're going to have a large media presence showing up. Inevitably, whether they're with the mainstream media or maybe it's just a resident, someone coming to the area, straying from where they're supposedly supposed to be and trying to find ways to sneak in, to put it quite bluntly. So that's just part of what we're hearing and observing as we're up here today. And behind me right now, you can see the media presence. We've got, obviously, the Seattle stations, and now probably reporters coming in, crews coming in from outside. In fact, a gentleman approached me a moment ago, you probably heard it, I was just off camera, asking me if I was here from Vancouver, probably Vancouver, Canada. He's here as a photographer, it looked like, to join forces with somebody else in connection with that person. So we know we have media now coming from outside the immediate area. And should that really surprise anybody? Absolutely not, because this is very much not only a state, but national and now international story. As finally some numbers come up that seem more compatible with the stories that we've been getting from people who live in this area, that no, not just 4 dead, no, not just 18 missing, but as many as 108 missing. At least that's the latest figure that we have from the morning news conference. And again, I just want to quickly hit on this because I posted a story on beyond90seconds.com this morning about this, is that when I was in Darrington last night, from locals, I was sensing some frustration, frankly, that the numbers that were coming out as official numbers that were being repeated by reporters and said directly in news conferences by public officials, that those numbers were nothing reflecting what the folks up here knew to be the scale of the devastation and the loss of life, quite frankly. So let's move on from that for the moment. Let me bring up the weather. No rain, mostly clear skies, a thin bit of clouds. But what's different about today, as opposed to yesterday or that day on Saturday, is that we have strong gusts and some definitely strong breeze up here. I'm not sure whether that means much to the folks up here in terms of their recovery efforts, but that's something about today. It's also much warmer today than it has been the past 2 days. The past 2 days I would be wearing a jacket. I'm not wearing a jacket at the moment. So I'm going to get back behind the camera now, but I want to thank you very much for tuning into the stream. My name is Mark Warner, beyond90seconds.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll continue to report new information as we learn it. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'm just curious. Do you mind telling me who you're with?
I'm with AFP.
AFP?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that is...
Agence France Presse.
Okay.
It's like Reuters or AP for Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have I'm actually streaming live right now. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Or would you rather not?
I kind of have to work.
No, I understand.
I would. These folks have been here a lot longer. I would point in that direction.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So that gentleman's with AFP, which is like a Reuters for Europe. So yeah, international coverage. are seeing some vehicles being let through. Just a moment, please. Just want to make sure the camera's out of the way. I'm going to step away from the camera for just a moment. I'm going to keep the feed up. You're watching a live stream from the roadblock on SR 530 on the west side of the Mudslide near Oso, Washington. I'll be right back, folks. One of the things that it's tough to talk about, it's grim, but it's what's happening, is the recovery effort that continues to go on just down the road from this location. And we know, for example, just by overhearing the scanner traffic, that they're recovering a body right now. And that is a task that has been played out several times prior and will, in all likelihood, be undergone several more times. Again, in case you haven't heard, 108 missing is the newest number. 108 missing in this mudslide near Oso, Washington. There's a gentleman to our left with the camera beyond. I'll put him in center screen. I don't know if you can see him. He's taking a photo right there in the center, just behind that trooper. They just walked by. He's with AFP. They are a news agency, sort of like a Reuters for Europe. So you have news media here gathered at this roadblock. That's why you see the satellite trucks and the microwave trucks that are here with reporters. You're seeing not only the Seattle area media, but national and international media represented here as well. This is the roadblock at SR 530, Highway 530, and Oso Loop Rd. I'm going to keep the stream going as I get some video with my other camera, which is also on the same tripod. So if you see some unusual camera movements, it's because I'm adjusting for shots with my other camera. This stream coming to you through my iPhone using the Ustream app to stream, and we're getting a decent signal here. It's a low-res signal, but still live nonetheless. Got a helicopter. Let's see. Here we go, right overhead. Mark Horner, Beyond90seconds.com. Thank you very much for tuning in to watch this live stream. This is our location is the roadblock near the Oso Mudslide in Oso, Washington. A slide from which we've heard now at least 108 people are missing. 108 people missing. This roadblock is on the west side of the mudslide. I estimate we're at least 2 to 3 miles away from the slide location. This is at SR 530 and Oso Loop Road is our location. Media have gathered here from obviously the Seattle area, but also international media as well. I'll give you a shot of that real quick. And I'll keep the stream going as I continue to get some other stills and video with my other camera on the same tripod. If you're watching this stream, if you wouldn't mind sharing the link, it's beyond90seconds.com/live, L-I-V-E. Would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Consulting with Dayron Johnson at Snowco_scanner, who's up here with me today. He tells me that that helicopter was likely Snowhawk 1, and we know that Snowhawk 1 that we're hearing has a geologist on board. So once again, that's Snowhawk 1 that apparently just went overhead with a geologist on board. Obviously, they're going to be very concerned about the lay of the land, literally, and what it might or might not do. And everybody, of course, concerned about that hillside still. Here comes another helicopter. Excuse me, I'm told this is Snowhawk 1. I'm told with certainty from Dayron Johnson that that is Snowhawk 1. Going straight to the slide location with a geologist on board, we believe. We're not getting that through official channels, but that is what we're being told.
Yeah, I saw a few pictures people were taking, and they were instinctive. Okay. Down there. I just don't know how far my slide is. I think it's like 3 miles. There were some pictures of people very tight up. They had some pictures. Right. Oh, really? And he was with media or whatever? He had a camera. Canadians were telling me they got on the other side, they were able to get some stuff this morning. You could see something. It's a long drive around. Yeah.
I was up there last night.
Oh, you were?
I
On the
got
other side?
the roadblock as of last night was at milepost 41, which was still 3 miles from the site. And from that roadblock, you couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I don't know where they were. I think they were there this morning.
Well, there's at least one photographer who's been sneaking in on the old railroad tracks, and they just spotted him, and they're picking him out.
Gotcha.
Because that leads right to the slide. That's where the
I see.
the tracks are wiped out in that area now.
Right. And I hear there's a cool video. That's why I'm just trying to, I might head down there and see if I can get a hold of something from that. That was done yesterday. So we only escorted one guy in, and he shared it.
Once again, this is Mark Horner, Beyond90seconds.com. Thank you very much for watching this live stream. We're coming to you live from SR 530 and Oso Loop Road, which is near the Oso Mudslide. We're probably about 3 miles west of the slide. Only select vehicles are being allowed to go through this roadblock, and this is also a staging area for media. There are local and even international media represented here now, as this is very much a large-scale story concerning a major catastrophe, isn't it? Spoke with a gentleman who says he's working on behalf of AFP, which he explained is somewhat of a Reuters, if you will, like organization in Europe. There's also someone here working for a news outfit in Germany. And earlier we overheard conversation on the scanner about a photographer walking along the railroad tracks approaching the slide area. And not surprisingly, another person responded to that on the scanner by saying, yeah, get him out of there right away. So apparently there are some people trying to sneak in, whether they're with the media or just locals, I don't know. Overheard a radio communication that Snowhawk 1 is headed this way. That's the one which we believe, the helicopter which we believe had the geologist in. Here it comes right now. Sorry about the camera tilt. I'm actually operating another camera with this iPhone streaming. The iPhone is mounted to the same tripod, so my attention is oftentimes on my primary camera, but I do like to provide a live stream as well. And every once in a while, the iPhone's going to not be so locked down as properly as it should be, and I'll try to notice that as quickly as possible and fix the shot. Once again, this is Mark Horner, Beyond90seconds.com. I am streaming to you live from SR 530 and Oso Loop Road, which is roughly, I'm guesstimating, about 3 miles west of the actual mudslide in the Oso area. This is where the media is gathered. There's a media presence not only from the immediate markets, but also from out of state and out of country. AFP has been is represented here. That's a Reuters-like news agency, I'm told, out of Europe. There's a person we talked to doing some work on behalf of a German news organization, and so we have a few satellite trucks and microwave trucks in the area, and several reporters, a much larger media presence than we saw here on Saturday, the day that the mudslide happened.
Okay, so there's cool. Yeah, I can always call them later. All right, cool. All right, thanks.
Here's the helicopter. Try and get a good still here. Going handheld down. That went well. Probably not for the live stream viewers, but that was a sheriff's chopper.
Yep, it's the sheriff on the side.
Got it. That was it. Snowhawk 10. Daron Johnson at Snoke_scanner, who's with me here. I'm speaking a little quickly, as if you perhaps know that name. I'll slow it down. I'm joined today, off camera, by Daron Johnson on Twitter. He's very useful for knowing local news when it breaks. He listens to the scanners and monitors the feeds and shares those feeds online. His name is Dayron Johnson, and his Twitter handle is @snowco_scanner, @snowco_scanner. And he was just remarking to me that that was a Snohomish County Sheriff's helicopter. Which one do you think it was, Dayron? That was Snowhawk 10, he tells me. For those of you who are familiar with the aircraft of the local sheriff's department, that was Snowhawk 10, according to Dayron Johnson. I'm going to check my other phone, which allows me to check my Twitter feed. So before I end this stream, and we've been streaming for almost 42 minutes now, I just thought to see if any of you might be asking questions that I can attempt to answer, as is sometimes what happens. I apologize for the wind. I'm just using the microphone that's on the iPhone. William Allen Photo tweets direct message to me saying that the wind is definitely an issue. I apologize for that, but I'm not going to be able to control that, I'm afraid. Let me check some other. Michael Tuffy, @Mr_Tuffy, says, thank you for the stream and explaining the camera tilting every so often. You're welcome, Michael. Kelly R. favorited a tweet I was mentioned in. That was kind of her. Thank you. William Allen Photo says, Mark, I love your live coverage. I think it's awesome, and you can be out there giving us info. Hey, I hope it proves useful. Thank you, William. Jacob Paget, @TheArtAK, @Beyond 90 Seconds is broadcasting live from Oso, great source for local North Snohomish County news. Thank you, Jacob. I really appreciate that. Sarah, thank you. I'm not seeing your Twitter name here, but Sarah, you retweeted something from @Snowco_scanner regarding the link to the live feed. I thank you for that very much. Triple Tall, thank you very much for sharing the link. I hear a helicopter in the area. I'm going to see if I can get that shot. Once again, I'm using my primary camera as well, and I'm trying to get a good image and some good video of the helicopter, so I apologize if the iPhone's all over the place. It's mounted on a little rig that I have on the same tripod as my primary camera, and it is the iPhone that I'm using to provide this live stream. Well, the helicopter doesn't seem to be coming this way at the moment anyway. All right, folks, so just so you know how I kind of work when I'm doing this live approach is I've learned that using this app and using Ustream, and this free level of it anyway, that there's a lag. It's anywhere from 20 to 40 seconds. And so in other words, while I'm actually talking, it's going to probably be 20 to 40 seconds before you finally see and hear that bit. So what I've done is I've made a point of letting the live stream, if you will, begin, and then I'll try to wait at least 30 seconds before I speak talking. Other times I wait even longer because I can see how many viewers are watching, and if it says 0, I don't really see the point of beginning, at least for the live purposes. Later I upload these videos to YouTube and have been embedding them on my blog, beyond90seconds.com as well. And then when I finish a live report, I try to wait at least 30 seconds, if not 45 seconds, after signing off, to let the stream continue to make sure that you see and hear that part of the stream, the report. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off now, and I'm going to let the feed continue for a little bit. I hope that information might be useful to someone who perhaps was wondering about that approach. And again, thank you very much for watching.